broadcasting from Seattle, Washington, where the roof has been shut atop T-Mobile Park. Today, a spring training matchup between the Mariners and the Oakland A's.
Oh, they were fresh.
A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Dero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough
Also das erste Game in der MLB.
but they can't let that bother them too bad.
Das heute Abend um 0:10 Uhr live auf der Zone übertragen wird.
They have to find a way to stay within themselves. Line drive approach.
Ja, du Moran gegen die
Sean Manaea gets the ball for Oakland in this one. What's your take on it, Dan?
Wie bitte?
Pride and joy of Andre in high school and Gary, Indiana. Sean Manaea, he had the no-hitter against the Boston Red Sox. One of the tougher lefties. He reminds me a lot of Sid Fernandez. Low three-quarter arm angle, mid to upper 90s fastball, good curveball. One of the top young left-handed pitchers in all of baseball.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand, and not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
Here's D. Gordon now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Popped up. Simeon has a play, makes the play, one away. Malik Smith the next to hit. His career numbers against Manaea, he's 2 for 3.
Drop it. Nice.
First delivery to him on the way.
Dang it. This one.
Shot toward right center.
Take it.
And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
Edwin Encarnacion now as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Now Edwin with a swing and a deep drive to left. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run home run for Edwin Encarnacion, and the Mariners move out in front 2-0.
Oh my God.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Stepping in now, Domingo Santana. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Simeon is under it. 2 gone. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. His career numbers against Manaea, he brings a scary .368 batting average.
Take it.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Oh.
0-1.
Oh mein Gott.
Ich dachte mir gerade, weißt du, ich fahre so nebenher und denke mir so, okay, Jesse muss den Channel nehmen. Wo ist Jesse? Auf einmal kommst du aus dem Tor, dass ich denke so, was machst du?
Mariners get a couple in the inning on the 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 2-0 Seattle. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're gonna have to see the ball up. They're gonna have to.
Das war unlucky. Ich krieg den schon. Oh lol, das ist ein Pinch. Hau ihn hoch drüber, wenn du kannst. Oh ne, der kommt flach. Center.
Das hast du etwas
zu
spät für mich gecallt.
Bist du Tor? Jawohl, passt.
Lol.
Der eine von denen hockt nur hinten, da musst du
Work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Ich bin einfach nicht hochgekommen. Aber hab mich so auf, dass ich keine Musik anmachen.
And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
Ich fake.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 out, nobody on.
Oh, er kommt schon. Ich habe ihn nicht mehr hochbekommen. Bei den Center kannst du es nice. Oh, der kommt. Oh mein Gott. Oh mein Gott.
The next 0-2 is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for route number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Smith in pursuit. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. A's are gone in order. They trail things here 2-0. Into the box now, Ryan Healy. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a hard liner, but foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air out to right. Piscotty's there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So one away here with the bases empty. And into bat next, the third baseman, Kyle Seager. That smokes right into the shift. And quickly, there are 2 away. Stepping into the box, Tim Beckham. His career numbers against Minaya, he's just 1 for 6. First offering on its way. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field.
Kein Home Run.
Hit off the wall in left center. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Man, they already hit 1 home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
Ich wollte GL schreiben, weil L liegt direkt im G.
Standing in now, Omar Narvaez. And he puts it on the ground to second. And
Oh
this
nee,
gets right
oh
through
nee, das
him,
war
and
mein
that may
Feld, ich
be
hätte
a
aufs Tor
run.
müssen.
But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
What a
Ja, aber
frustrating
sowas
inning
musst du
from a
allgemein.
pitcher standpoint, Hero. You get the first two out of the inning.
Ja, okay, aber
The
dann
next
direkt
guy
Tor
doubles, and then
oder
you give
allgemein
up a
dieses Tor.
two-out base hit to drive in a run.
Das
Yeah,
ist
you want to
2-0.
talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your two boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out.
Du musst immer einfach da so
Liner towards
bereit
second.
stehen.
A leap, but he
War da kein
can't
Double
bring it
Jump?
down. Base hit. And that runner will go no further
schon
than
mal einschlagen,
second
wenn
as
der
there
bei
are
mir ist.
2 aboard now.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Ja, das redest du dir ein. Man kann ohne Musik genauso wie mit. Mit ist schon manchmal
At the
entspannt.
plate, Malik Smith. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course,
Aber dann
here
nimmst du
in inning
Musik
number
her,
2.
um dich eben nicht so zu konzentrieren. Dass du dann entspannter bist.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Oh?
Into
Spiel können wir
right
gleich
field,
aufgeben.
that's a base hit. He'll come home with it.
Aber ich kann nicht aufgeben.
And he's going to score with ease as
Jetzt
the
reißt
throw
sich
will be
zusammen.
too late.
Bleibst einfach immer schon im Tor. Außer ich sag
von
hinten oder andersrum. Und ich spiel's auf Safe. Warte auf Konter ab. Digga. Oh, da musst du auf den Produkt, Digga. Hab ich gar. Was machst denn du da, Alter? Du spielst gerade Back
In
to
now,
Gold Style,
Edwin
Alter.
Encarnacion. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And he
Ich kann
will
wieder
get
zurück in
there as he
Gold
had
Style.
to
Das ist doch
cover
was
a
Neues.
lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning.
Das ist doch
One
was
more
Neues.
look at the final out.
Das
A
ist richtig.
teeth
Das ist
rattler
doch
if
was
ever there was one. More Cactus League action coming your way after this.
Oh.
Now in the box, Chris
Oh,
Davis,
back pass.
as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one if we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys
Ihn
to
mit der
start
Wall,
driving in
mit
some
der Decke
runs.
meinte ich.
1 ball, no strikes the count.
Ja. Ich wollte gerade sagen, versuch bei sowas immer mehr den hohen Touch rauszukriegen, vor allem aus dem Tor. Ich hab jetzt einfach mal die Fresse.
Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1. Davis, sometimes
wollte nur
called
den Ball blocken.
Crush
Wollte gar
with
nicht, dass
a
er
K
reingeht.
and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Past battles with Mike Lee. He brings with him a .313 batting average. First delivery to him on the way.
Oh.
The ground to third. There is Seager. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Oh, er stand close. Ich dachte, ich stand noch weit weg. Er geht so auf
Stepping in,
Boost, Digga.
Matt
Kompletter
Chapman.
Idiot.
He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Digga, die Gegner sind gerade irgendwie ein bisschen lost, glaube ich.
Leaks ready. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. And Seager will put this one away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail here 4-0.
Geh auf Tor. Geh irgendwie auf den Challenge. Das war genau jetzt. Oh.
Coming to the plate now, Domingo Santana. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, it didn't look good right there. Just out in front. You know, sometimes when a pitcher has great arm action, you're going to get that. You're trying so hard to catch up to the high velocity. If he shows that great arm action and pulls the string on you, sometimes a pop-up is going to be the result.
Nee, nicht so, Alter, nee, also ganz im Ernst, nee, dafür kriegen wir zu viel, hoffe ich mal.
One gone now in the Mariners' 3rd inning. And up next, the corner outfielder, Mitch Haniger. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line towards center field. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now.
Nee, du machst es schon.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Oh, fick dich. Du sagst, ich bin ekelhaft, Alter.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Pinder. He holds it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Digga, wieso ist jeder 50-50 im Pinch für die Gegner?
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And
home run.
Gone. A 2-run home run off the bat of Kyle Seager. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Was für eine Kiste?
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in the yard.
Das ist erhöhen.
Mike Fires gets
Oder
the
nee,
call to pitch
ich
here and
bräuchte
try to
eigentlich nur...
sort this mess out. He's going to try to at
Ich
least
suche mir
eat a
jetzt Zeit am
couple of
Banner
innings
und ich
for
will
his
das Banner
guys.
unbedingt kann. Das mit der Palme da und so. Was wir von YouTuber haben.
Into the box, Tim Beckham.
Ich finde das einfach absolut nice.
As
Ich
he'll
weiß nicht, wie
swing
das
at the
heißt.
first pitch and bang one into right center
Weiß
field.
nicht,
That's a
vermutlich
base
kommt
hit.
da eben aus dieser Beachkiste, die mal eine Zeit lang drin war.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
So striding forward now, Omar Narvaez. He singled his last time up.
Nein,
First pitch
ich dachte,
on
du
its
bist ein
way.
Tormann.
Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there, it's short. Needed just a little more height on that one, but instead the inning is over. Mariners get a couple in the inning on the 2-run home run. Bottom of the
Und dann bleibst du nach einem Joke auch noch so 5 Sekunden lang stehen, Digga, weil du komplett lost warst.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base
Geht auf den Challenge.
It's hard to be patient when you're
Der
down
kann ihn
by
nämlich
6,
fast so in deine
but
Richtung aus
base
dem Winkel
runners
stehen.
are the key to getting back into this one.
Oh mein Gott.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Ich bin noch alleine, oder?
I gotta believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the
Nein,
strike
jetzt,
zone.
boah,
He's got
Junge,
a
nicht wenn ich
huge
da
lead.
unterstehe.
He
Also
knows he
jetzt
can
kommen wir wieder
pound
zu
and try and polish
Silberzeiten
up his
oder wie, Alter.
mechanics down and away.
Zu Anfangszeiten, Digga. Wenn ich unter Ball stehe und es kommt kein Gegner, dann aus.
Es waren aber Gegner gekommen, Digga.
Ja, aber nicht geflogen, weißt du? Flach können sie gerne ankommen.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Here's Jurickson Profar. Past battles with Mike
Einfach komplett
Lee.
out
He's
fake, Alter.
hitless in 6
Der eine wollte mich
tries.
bumpen, ich fake ihn, deswegen kommen wir komplett sein Team blockiert.
First offering on its way.
Oder irgendwer wollte mich da mal bangen.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Ich bin auf jeden Fall auf Bremse gegangen und irgendwie hat es
Now the
funktioniert.
pitch.
Wie spät zockst du heute?
A bouncer to the left side.
12 oder so, glaube ich.
Throw in time at
Ich
first
muss
for out
morgen,
number 2.
wir fahren morgen auf eine Messe mit der Firma.
Stepping up now,
Da fahren wir
Josh
2
Begley.
Stunden, wenn ich dann
And
nochmal
Dan, it seems like this starter
schlafen.
is just dominating the game
Und
right now.
da
Feels
muss ich
like
nicht
we're seeing
arbeiten
a
oder so,
lot
dann
of
schauen wir
3
noch ein paar neue
down
Geräte und
innings.
dann gibt's Freibier.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that.
Also manchmal verstehe ich nicht, wie hart man den Ball noch vorbeizimmern
When you're facing a
kann.
guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Nein, ich bin von der Wand falsch abgesprungen.
And now a pitch on the way.
Ich bin so auf den Blockflug gegangen,
Good
oder?
job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. On the Healy first, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They still find themselves down 6-zip.
Oh, ich habe den Ball nicht hochbekommen. I'm friendly.
Start of the fourth upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Perfekt.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, D. Gordon, as we begin the top of the fourth.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Laureano is right there, and it's a very quick out number one. Digging in, Malik Smith. His previous history with Mike Fiers, he's 1 for 5. Fly ball out toward left center field. Laureano on the move, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by, no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch.
Into the box now, Edwin Encarnacion, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The 0-1 delivery. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty is there, and he'll bring this one in. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And that'll bring Domingo Santana into the batter's box next. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Long throw to the plate, but this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
When you're up by 7 runs any time in a game, let alone this early, it feels awfully good. They are hitting on all cylinders here, but they have to be careful not to let off the gas pedal now.
Ready for another shot now. Mitch Haniger, his previous history with Mike Fiers, he's gone 3 for 11. He's ready. Now the pitch. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Standing in now, Ryan Healy. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Well behind that fastball. That's a swinging strike. fouled off. The 0-2 once more is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Fuck.
Mariners forced to settle for one. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Mariners 7. Now at the plate, Marcus Semien back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The 0-2 once more.
Aber jetzt trifft nicht.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Hit hard on the ground to second. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Well, that's just a case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitching with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout. So that's a nice piece of hitting.
Before the first pitch, a check at first, and the runner back easily. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. In now, Ramon Laureano, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Semien gets his lead at first, nobody out. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. To second for 1, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. Digging in, Stephen Piscotty. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. The 0-2 once more. Hot shot on the ground is short. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Throw behind the runner at second. Don't want to forget about him. Here's Chris Davis now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Stepping in now, Matt Olson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Olson, a native of Georgia. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Alle raus.
Ready with another 0-2. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back to Arizona and spring training baseball after this. Terrell Cotton gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box now, Kyle Seager. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
The windup and the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. At the plate, Tim Beckham. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Into the box now, Omar Narvaez, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Piscotty's there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Standing in, D. Gordon. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
In there, a base hit. Now to the plate, Malik Smith, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Here comes the first pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he's in there safely as the runs come across to score away from the play.
9-0.
Ready once again, Edwin Encarnacion, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the belt, kicks and deals. This is line to left. Pinder is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Mariners are on top, 9-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Thank you, Heidi. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Fouled away. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Popped up. Healy shading to his right, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Now at the plate, Jurickson Profar. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Bat explodes as this is on the ground to 3rd, and he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. The 1-2 and another foul ball. Leaks ready. 1-2 on its way. Another one sent foul. Again a 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at bat. Drilled to the left side. Played on the backhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Hey, D-Roll, that's great hustle out of the box right there. The shortstop has to go deep in a hole to make the play, but he was thinking base hit as soon as he made contact.
Yeah, perfect placement right there. He's definitely rewarded for it right there. Nice play by the shortstop. There's not much you can do. You can either plant that right foot and try and come unglued with a throw to first base. You can use the Jarek Jeter, try and jump throw, but I didn't think he was going to get him either way.
Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2.
Hey, this offense.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Chris Bassett gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. He's set. Here it comes. Takes this the other way to right. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
Okay, krass, werde ich abgefangen, das ist nur Respekt dann.
Standing in now, Mitch Haniger, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Piscotty looks up. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run for Mitch Haniger as this lead got even wider. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
So digging in now, Kyle Seager. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Chapman is there, and the side is retired. But the Mariners add to their lead thanks to the solo home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mariners 10 and the A's nothing. Into the box, Marcus Semien. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Santana moves over. 1 out. Settling in now, Ramon Laureano. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Santana is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Now at the plate, Stephen Piscotty. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Leak gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is Haniger. Gone!
Ja, der war stark. Auch vom Gegner.
It's a solo shot here for Stephen Piscotty, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. Into the box, Chris Davis. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's now 10-1. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Brett Anderson enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Next for Seattle, Tim Beckham trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Now a check swing here and a little looper, but this will land untouched. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Digging in, Omar Narvaez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away. Striding in once again, D. Gordon. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled toward right center field. And that'll get over the wall, so the runner will have to hold up at third.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark, did they send him home there? It's really hard to say with the ball bouncing over the wall for a double. That might have cost them a run there.
Stepping in now, Malik Smith. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. Had him played perfectly that time, and there are 2 gone now. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. The Mariners leave a couple. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Stepping in, Matt Olson. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And there's 1 down now. Ready for another chance? Matt Chapman. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. No offer at that one. It's a cold strike. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
Again, another foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Skied into straightaway right. Henniger will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Liam Hendricks comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Domingo Santana. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Mitch Henniger. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it. 1 away. Stepping into the box, Ryan Healy. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Next up for the A's, Jurickson Profar. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
The windup and the 0-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Beckham is up with it. And a bit of a high throw that time, with no problem over there at first as they record the out. So coming to the plate, Josh Begley. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. The 0-1 on its way. And he fouls this one off. This is line to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Striding in, Marcus Semien. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Shot toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. Stepping up to the plate, Ramon Laureano. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Daniel Gossett enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. At the plate, Tim Beckham. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Line drive to left. Pinder is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is pulled into right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. D. Gordon working on a good line in this ball game. 3 for 5 thus far. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. Line towards center field. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Malik Smith. 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here. From the stretch. Swing and a line drive. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Into the box now, Edwin Encarnacion as he puts it on the ground to third. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Mariner rally gets turned away. Mariners leave a couple. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Went after the high one there, a swing and a miss.
He's still looking really solid here in the 9th, and I'm sure that big lead has helped him pitch free and easy, but to me it still looks like he's approaching it like it's a close game.
And it's fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The next 0-2. High in the air out to center field. On the run is Smith. He can't get there in time.
Oh ja, das war meiner. Nicht deiner gemacht.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Smith is right there, one down, and the runner not tagging will retreat to second base. Striding in for Oakland, Matt Olson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Piscotty leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field.
Und Home Run.
Over the wall, a home run.
Okay.
Matt Olson connects for a 2-run home run, but they still face a 7-run deficit. Standing in now, Matt Chapman. He grounds it sharply to third. On to first, and now the A's are down to their final out. Now batting, Chad Pinder. He flew out in his last at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's
Noch ein Strike und das Spiel ist over.
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts, but listen, he was good from the first inning through the 9th. Well deserved complete game victory.
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Seattle Mariners jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mike Leake takes home the win. Sean Manaea permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.